Hey, so my name is Tamika Davis. I'm a triple diamond, and I have been in this business for 5 years, and I found a new way of charting that has really set me and my team up for success when it comes to re-ranking early in the month and building for promotion. So I just kind of wanted to share it with you. So whether you are a distributor and you're working towards diamond, or whether you've been in the business for a while, maybe you're rebuilding a diamond, maybe you are a VIP level and your team has quit and you're looking at your chart of all of this stuff and you're overwhelmed, hopefully this will help maybe give you a little bit more direction and set you up for success. So prior to doing this business, I was a high school math teacher, so I have my jar of expo markers to help hopefully make this not as confusing. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in for you. All right. So diamond is where we say the license to print money. It unlocks the leadership section of the compensation plan. And so we obviously want to help people get diamond as quickly as possible. So I have a little system. Number one is you've got to get commission qualified on the first of the month. You've got to run that 80 BB auto shipment. You've got to get yourself commission qualified. You can't expect your team to do something you're not willing to do. And so getting yourself commission qualified sets the example that your team should get commission qualified on the first. Number two is to hit the 500 club. Number three is to go executive. Number four is ruby. Number five is emerald. And obviously number six is go diamond. Okay, so let's talk about what that kind of looks like. Every single day, I pick two legs. I pick one leg to coach, and I pick one leg to fill. Every single day, one leg to coach, one leg to fill. So maximum, my goal is to fill 1,000 volume a day. Most days it's not that high, but that is my maximum goal. Now, if I can do more, great, but this makes me feel like it's doable. So here's what I do. On the first of the month, I get myself commission qualified. I put a little check mark. If anybody else on my team gets themselves commission qualified, I'm going to put a little check mark next to their name. That is my indication that they ran their 80 BB auto shipment, that they are commission qualified. Next thing I'm going to do is get myself to the 500 club. So I put my group volume on the right hand side, and my goal is to get to 500, which is all of the orders in my organization totaled together. And so if I'm not at 500 on the very first of the month, I'm looking to get customer reorders, I'm looking to run perks points, maybe customers that haven't ran anything in a while, I'm reaching out to them, seeing if they want to put in a one-time order. I'm messaging any new distributors, I'm working with them, I'm working with my old distributors. All of the things that I'm doing, I'm sending down to my team. You know, here's a post that worked, here's a message that I'm sending, here's something that I put in my stories. Anything that I can possibly do to set my team up for success and get me to that 500 group volume is where my focus is on day one. Now, if you're already at 500 group volume on day one, great, you're a qualified leg for somebody else in your upline, which is wonderful. And now you're moving to the third step, which is to go executive. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at your report, volume total by distributor, and you're going to pick out your two highest legs. And obviously, it's going to be probably your emerald and your ruby leg. So I choose a leg to coach, and I choose a leg to fill. And so in my fill leg, I'm working with all of these people, and also my coach leg, I'm working with all the people. But my fill leg, this is where I'm specifically making sure that I'm going through my tree viewer and I'm messaging all my customers that haven't ordered. Once again, I'm doing perks points specifically, every single one down the leg. If you've been in the business a while, you know you've got lots. I'm asking inactive distributors to host a post for me. If I sign any customers, I'm moving them underneath their organization. And I'm just really putting all of my new customers, my time, energy, and effort into filling that leg. And then my coach leg over here, what I'm doing on this is everything I'm doing here, I'm sending to this leader, or maybe it's not a leader yet, so I'm sending it to anybody in that leg. And I'm like, hey, here's the message I sent, here's the post that I made, here's what I'm using for perks points, and I'm sending it to this leg so that way they can use what I'm doing and they can focus on getting their volume up to 500. Okay, so when that happens, then you are executive. Okay, so if you can make this happen on the first or second or third of the month, then you've already ranked up to executive and you've already got 2 qualified legs in your organization. Okay, then the next day, you're gonna choose another leg to coach and fill. So you're gonna fill this one to 500, and then you're going to coach this one to 500. Now it doesn't have to be 500 personal bonus volume. I can coach anyone in this leg. Okay, and when it comes to filling, I'm messaging my customers, I'm doing perks points, any customers or distributors I get, I'm gonna put in this leg, because the sooner I get this to 500, the sooner it's gonna be to 500 next month as well, so I'm gonna promote even quicker. So I don't worry about projected volumes, I'm just worried about my volume right now, because it may be at 500 by the end of the month, but until that gets there, I don't rank up higher than executive. So I'm gonna fill that box, I'm gonna coach this box. This person's gonna choose a leg to coach, and this person's gonna choose a leg to fill. We're gonna get both of those to 500. This person's choosing a leg to coach and a leg to fill, 500, 500. So keep in mind, the first day, your goal was 500. The second day, your goal was 1,000, if there wasn't any volume there already. And now, by day 3, you're bringing in 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 volume. You see how we're like duplicating this so fast and everyone is winning, right? So now this person right here is paid as Ruby. This person right here is paid as executive. It's the 3rd or 4th of the month, and they've never promoted this early. So we've got 500s all the way around. So then come, and let's say that 500 is too much. Maybe they don't have the existing customers. Maybe they don't have working distributors. Maybe those boxes aren't filled with distributor names yet. So maybe you're like, okay, in the next 72 hours, we're gonna fill this with 500 volume, because maybe 500 in 24 hours is too much. So make it according to what you need to for your team. So then the next day, you're choosing a leg to coach and you're choosing a leg to fill. This person right here has one to coach, one to fill. This one has one to coach. Maybe there's a distributor down here, so one to fill. This one, coach. This one, fill. This person right here, coach, fill. This person, coach. Maybe they're filling down here. This one's gonna do 2. This one's gonna do 2. This one's doing 2 up here. Like, it just grows exponentially. And it's really just focusing on, really, these 500 clubs and making a new executive every day. And when you do that, it grows so fast. So it's just focusing on where is all your volume going, and then what are you doing, and how can you get that information to the other people. Okay, so obviously Diamond, if you are a distributor, this should hopefully make sense and not be too overwhelming. For me, being in the VIP Triple Diamond, I'm working on my Presidential and Ambassador this year, which that's where it gets to be a little bit confusing. And so, if I've taught my team how to do this as I've been growing, this diamond is handling their own. This double diamond is handling their own. They're coaching and filling, coaching and filling, coaching and filling, just like I showed on that diamond chart, that I don't have to do it. And, this for my presidential is my husband, so like I'm in charge of this. So coaching, filling, and creating these leaders, double diamond, diamond leaders, to rank up and build the leadership that you need to have a successful organization. So let me just show you real quick how that could look on a triple diamond. Let's make sure it's good on here. I'll scoot it up a little bit. Too high now. And not straight. I know that's gonna drive some of you guys crazy, so it drives me crazy. All right, same thing, we're gonna get commission qualified. The first of the month, we're gonna put a little check mark when we're commission qualified, when our team's commission qualified. And like I said, by you leading by example, your diamond leaders should also be leading by example if you've got them, those in the spots. And they can't wait to hit diamond to be commission qualified on the first. They need to act like a diamond before they're a diamond, because that's the way that it works. Okay, so you're getting commission qualified, you hit 500 volume on the first of the month, this person hits 500, this one hits 500, and you're paid as executive on the first of the month. Okay, so now what are you looking to do? You're looking to pick a box to coach, pick a box to fill, or leg, because you're using everything in the organization. So right now, paid as executive, okay, you have over 500 group volume, you're paid as executive because of these two. So you definitely want to fill this one to 500, so then that way you can be paid as Ruby. So you're filling according to your rank ups. Now these two people, they're gonna want to get paid as executive. So here's their coach, here's their fill, here's their coach, here's their fill. Okay, they're getting each one of these to 500, so that way they can get paid as executive. We're choosing these legs because they're the heaviest legs, which obviously it's going to be the less volume to fill. Okay, so you're filling this one, and then you're coming in here and coaching this one. Now, what does that do for you? Now you're paid as Ruby, and this double diamond is also paid as Ruby. This one's paid as executive, and you've got your qualified leg there, okay? And so on the whatever day of the month, you've got your Ruby, their Ruby, and you've got an executive. So then the next day, or whatever day, this person wants to go executive, this person wants to go executive, and then this person up here, obviously their next goal is to go emerald. In order for them to go emerald, they need 2 rubies. So here's a ruby, once this one gets filled, so coach filled, this person's coaching and filling, this one's coaching, filling. So now here's a ruby, your qualified leg is done. So now this right here is emerald. And then this person right here is filling, coaching, and this person wants to go executive. So coach, fill, okay? And then you wanna help, this one right here now will be a ruby, boom, boom, boom with a ruby. And you want this one right here to also be a ruby. So maybe this is your coach, and then down here, you're gonna come and you're gonna work on filling that one. All right, so here's an emerald, here's a ruby, now you're paid as diamond, and you're ready to go to double diamond. So do you see how just focusing on 2 boxes is gonna help set everyone up for success? You're having rubies pop, emeralds pop, diamonds pop a lot sooner in the month when you focus like this. So I hope that this is helpful and that you guys can take it, make it your own, and start ranking up faster and helping your team get more promotions.